like your mind is a radio, endlessly flipping through stations, searching for a clear signal in the middle of the noise and static? That's a challenge we face in our lives when stress and anxiety turn the volume up too high. Today we're going to learn how to find our perfect station and tune into a frequency of calm no matter the interference life throws our way. Hello friends, I'm Dr. Rue, a psychologist with over 15 years experience, and I'm here to unpack the human mind. My channel shows you easy ways to handle tough times and grow stronger. Today we're going to talk about the relationship between emotions and stress, how stress can affect your immune system, and finally, I will teach you 2 simple strategies that will help you with managing your stress response. So let's get right into it. So what is the relationship between emotions and stress? Think of your emotion as a different genre of music playing on the radio. Each type represents a different emotion. Happiness might be an upbeat pop song, sadness could be slow blues tune, and anger might come across as heavy metal. Your emotions can change just like the radio stations, playing different music as your mood shifts through the day. Stress in this analogy is like static interference on the radio. A little bit of static or short-term stress might actually make you pay more attention to the music. It's gonna heighten your experience. You might be more focused and able to tackle a challenging task with a bit more energy, like turning up the volume on a song that gets you pumped. But if there is too much static, like happens in chronic stress, it can overwhelm the music entirely. It doesn't matter what song is playing because the static is too loud and you can't enjoy or even hear the music properly. This constant interference wears you down and makes it hard to experience the emotions or the music clearly. So to maintain emotional well-being, you want to tune your radio to the right station and minimize the static. When the stress becomes overwhelming, finding ways to reduce the static allows the music or your positive emotions to play through clearly again. That might mean turning the volume down to relax or seeking clearer signals like stress management techniques that we're going to talk about to improve your reception and overall emotional experience. One common misconception about stress is that it's always bad for you or for your immune system. It's weakening it and making it more susceptible for illness, but this isn't entirely true. The relationship between stress and your immune system is more complex and can vary depending on the type and the duration of your stress. So how can stress affect your immune system? Stress can affect your immune system in 2 main ways. The first one is short-term stress. This is the kind of stress when you feel you have a deadline coming up or you're about to give a presentation. It's like your body immediate alarm response. So during a short-term stress, your body actually boosts the immune system. Think of it like a temporary supercharging your body's defense to prepare for a battle, whether that's turning away from a threat or fighting off an infection. This response is part of your body's natural way of protecting you. The second type is long-term stress. If stress continues for a long time, like when you're dealing with a challenging situation at home or at work over weeks or even months, it can wear down your immune system, just like a battery drains if you leave the lights on for too long. Chronic stress can lower your immune system ability to fight off infection. So over time, this can make you more prone to getting sick. While short-term stress can actually be beneficial to your immune system, chronic or long-term stress can be detrimental. It's essential to find a healthy way to manage stress to maintain a robust immune system and overall well-being. I want you to imagine your internal state of alertness or calmness as the volume control on a radio. When the volume is turned up, you're in a state of alertness. This is like when you're fully awake and ready to tackle challenging tasks, like catching a ball or solving a problem at work. Your body is revved up and ready to go. And this can feel great when it actually matches the situation that you're in, like being energized in a sport game or being focused to meet a deadline. Now, when the volume is turned down, you're in a state of calmness. It's like the peaceful feeling you get when you're relaxing in a quiet evening, reading a book, or taking a leisurely walk, your body is in a more restful state, which is excellent for times when you actually need to wind down or if you're preparing to go to sleep. Now, here's the catch. Well, it's really being all about having the right volume for the right situation. If you're too alert before bed, your mind races and it's going to be tough to go to sleep. That's like trying to fall asleep for a rock concert. On the flip side, if you're too calm when you need to be alert, like feeling sleepy during an important meeting, it's like trying to dance to a slow, quiet music when you really want to be energized. Neither of those feels right. For good well-being, you want your internal volume and alertness or calmness to matches what you're doing. If it's time to rest, you turn down the alertness. If it's time to work or be active, you turn up the alertness. Managing this internal volume control effectively can help you feel better and perform well in your daily tasks. It also helps you enjoy a healthier, more balanced life. Now that we understand the relationship between emotions and stress and how stress can affect your immune system, let's talk about 2 simple strategies that will help you manage your stress response. But before we go into that, I invite you to subscribe so that you will not miss out on any additional videos with valuable information. Let's talk about a simple but effective breathing exercise that is called the physiological sigh. This is a way to breathe that can help you feel relaxed almost immediately. I want you to understand, here's what happens in your body when you're stressed. Your heart beats faster and you might start to move or feel like you have to keep moving. This is your body's stress response. Even though it seems like we can't control our heart rate directly, we actually can by changing the way we breathe. When you take a breath in, your diaphragm, which is a muscle inside your chest, moves down because your lungs are getting bigger. And this extra space makes your heart a little bigger too. So the blood inside your heart moves more slowly because there is more room for it. And there is a special group of cells in your heart that notices this slower blood flow and tells your brain. So your brain tells your heart to beat faster. Now, if you want to make your heart beat faster, you would take a longer, stronger breath in. But if you want to slow your heart rate, which is what you want to do when you're stressed, you do the opposite. You focus on breathing out in a certain way. When you breathe out, your diaphragm moves up, which makes your heart smaller and your blood moves through quicker. The same group of cells noticing the faster blood flow and tells your brain, which then tells your heart to slow down. If you want to make your breath out longer or stronger than your breath in, your heart rate will slow down, helping you relax. The physiological sigh is a specific breathing technique that can help you with this. It's something people and animals do naturally when they're about to sleep or when they tend to calm down after crying. It involves 2 quick breaths in and then a long breath out. Even though this might seem like it would make your heart beat faster, because the first part is about breathing in, the second smaller breath, it helps open up these tiny sacs in your lungs. And these sacs can get smaller when you're stressed. So the long breath out gets rid of a lot of carbon dioxide, which is a gas in your blood that can make you feel jitter. And this way, the physiological sigh can make you feel relaxed very fast. Now, it's important to remember that while it's good to calm down, you don't want your heart rate to drop too suddenly. Give yourself a little time for your heart rate to settle. So here's how we do the physiological sigh in 2 steps. And I want you to do it with me. We're gonna do double inhale. Take a quick and deep breath in through your nose to fill your lungs about halfway. Now, without exhaling, take another quick breath in to top off your lungs. Think of it like sipping air through a straw. 1 big sip followed by another quick sip. The second part is the long exhale. Let all that air out through your mouth slowly, as if you're gently blowing a spoonful of hot soup to cool it down. And then you're gonna repeat the process a couple times. Again, quick breath in, sip, another quick breath in, top off, And then long, slow breath out to cool the soup. Doing this breathing exercise can help your body shift from feeling like an alarm mode to feeling more at peace. And it's like hitting the reset button on your body's stress response, telling it, hey, it's okay. We can relax now. This technique can be especially useful in moments when you need to calm down quickly, like before giving a speech or after having a stressful event. It doesn't require any special tools, just your breath, and you take it with you anywhere. Anytime you need a quick dose to calm down, use this method. The second tip I'm going to focus on is using objective tools to manage emotions and stress. Objective tool is like having a set of precision instruments or gadgets that can be used to just adjust how you're feeling. Like how you might use a thermostat to regulate temperature in your room, or a dimmer to switch the lighting setup just to the right level of brightness. And I want to compare this to the more subjective practice of mindfulness, which is like trying to adjust the temperature by opening the windows and hoping for the breeze to blow through, or just trying to change the lighting by waiting for the clouds to pass and the sun to reappear. Mindfulness relies on your personal perception and awareness, which can be powerful, but also quite variable and harder to measure or control. So I want to highlight that I'm a firm believer in mindfulness. I practice it daily. I really advocate for it, and I think it has its place and its benefit. I want to, however, focus today on more objective tools that we can use. Objective tools are based on concrete actions and known physiological responses. So I'm gonna share with you just a few examples. The first one is physical activity. When you're engaging in a quick bout of exercise, like a brisk walk or some jumping jacks, this can help burn off the excess stress hormone and release endorphin, which are chemicals in the brain that acts like a natural painkiller and mood elevator. The second tool you can use is structured routine. Regularity is king. When you create a daily schedule that schedule times for work, for relaxation, and for sleep, it can provide you a framework that really helps you prevent feeling overwhelmed that often does increase levels of stress. So it's like using a planner or a calendar application to keep your track of your tasks and your commitments. The third tool is diet and nutrition. When we consume a balanced diet with the right mix of nutrients, it does support our brain health and our levels of energy. It helps you cope with stress more effectively. And it's similar to putting the right fuel in your car to ensure it runs smoothly. I'm gonna tell you that one time I did not put the right fuel in my tank, and boy, it almost ruined my trip. I definitely invite you to reconsider that. Well, not just the gas, but also your nutrition and your diet. While there are a number of good nutrients, I'm just gonna focus on a few today, but if you want more information about your brain health, please leave me a comment below and I'll be more than happy to make a follow-up video about that. The first one is omega-3 fatty acids. Foods that are rich in omega-3, like salmon, flax seeds, walnuts, are linked to improved brain function and mood regulation. And these fats are essential for neural health and have been shown to reduce levels of depression and anxiety. So we definitely want that. The second one is complex carbohydrates. Foods like whole grains, vegetables, fruits, those provide the complex carbohydrates which regulate your blood sugar level. Stable blood sugar support sustained energy and mood stability. Therefore, you're gonna feel less irritable or stressed. Magnesium, this mineral is found in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and it acts like a natural relaxant for the nervous system. When you have adequate magnesium, it is associated with reduced symptoms of anxiety and improved sleep quality. Win-win. The last one I'm going to mention is hydration. Hydration can lead to fatigue, irritability, difficulty with concentration, and exacerbating stress. So make sure you drink sufficient water daily. because it's crucial to maintain optimal physical and mental functioning. The last tool I'm going to discuss is sleep hygiene. Practicing good sleep hygiene, like having a regular bedtime and avoiding screen before sleep, can improve the quality of your rest and making you more resilient to stress. This is just similar to maintaining your car regularly in order to prevent any kind of breakdowns. As you can see, the goal is to have such control over your stress response that you can turn it on whenever you need that extra push to meet a challenge, but also turn it off so that you can rest, recover, and enjoy life without constant pressure of stress. It's about having those tools and to know how to manage your internal stress response. Thank you for your attention. I hope this discussion has been enlightening and empowering. I would love to hear any questions you might have, or if you're comfortable, feel free to share your experience in your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to be part of your journey. Until next time, I wish you love and light.